Hi, thanks for joining me today. We are going to be doing a little workout with an overball. If you have one, great. If you don't, that's okay. You can still do all of these exercises. And if you want to get one, I got mine from Balanced Body, and I will be sure and put a link in the description. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and let's get to working out. So I've made my way down onto the mat. I'm going to take my overball, put it right in between my knees, and then I'm going to take my time and lie all the way back and down on the mat. From here, my arms are just as usual. My arms are going to be pressing into the floor. Wiggle my toes a little bit, make sure they're turned on. Have a nice, good inhale. And exhale, just coming into being in this little space in time, this little workout. And one more time, inhale into your rib cage and exhale all the air out of your lungs. On the next one, we're gonna get to moving. Inhale. On the exhale, rock your hips and peel and curl all the way up to the top, really holding onto that tuck, pressing those arms into the mat. And I have a pretty good amount of pressure on that ball. And I want you to reach your knees over to the other side of the room so the backs of your legs kick in as well. Inhale and exhale, articulate all the way down. As usual, taking your time. One vertebra, get to moving at a time. Uncurl completely at the bottom. Inhale. On the exhale, no butt, all abs as you rock your hips and peel and curl all the way up to the top. Hold and articulate all the way down. And uncurl. Really reaching my neck and my head long in one direction, and rock your hips, peel and curl all the way up to the top, reaching my knees in the other direction. Find that length right through your spine, your entire body. Inhale and exhale, articulate all the way down. We're gonna do one more like that. This time we're gonna hold it on the top because you know I like to mix it up and change it. We're changing it right now. Rock your hips, peeling, curling all the way up. Make sure you have good pressure on that ball. Keep your hips nice and level. Use your obliques, the sides of your waist, to keep your hips there. And then from here, extend that right leg out and bring it right back down. And left leg extends and right back down. And we're gonna go for a little walk. Right leg extends and left leg extends. And from here, right and left. We're gonna do one more time, each side. Those hips are not dropping, they're staying right where they are. It takes a lot of ab work, a lot of control to keep everything where it should be. From here, hold and articulate all the way down. Uncurl completely at the bottom. Interlace your hands behind your head, and head, neck, and chest lifts up off the mat. Hold here, inhale, and exhale, lower it right back down. And inhale, head, neck, and chest lifts up. Hold, inhale, and exhale, lower all the way down. And from here, inhale, head, neck, and chest lifts up off the mat. Reach around, grab the backs of your legs, curl up a little higher. Hands come up to the ceiling. They interlace behind your head and rotate to the right. Come through the center and rotate to the left and to the right. Staying lifted as you come through the center. We're not dropping back. Your head is heavy in your hands. One more time to the right. One more time to the left. Come back to the center and lower all the way down. Arms are going to come right back down by your side. And I want you to take a good inhale and exhale. Float those legs up to tabletop. From here, I want you to pull your lower back into the mat. So if I were to pick you up, you'd have a little dot of vertebra right in your mat. Keep that there. Don't let anything float away from that. From here, hinging at your hips, float those toes back down to the mat. Exhale, pulls it up. Inhale as you go down. Exhale, pulls it up. If for whatever reason you're not feeling, your body doesn't want to hold and stabilize all the way down for your toes to touch the mat today, that's okay. Do with what works with your range of motion. If it's a quarter of the way, awesome. Maybe tomorrow it'll be a little more. So remember to do what works for your body. Really staying connected. And exhale. One more time. Pulling it all the way up. Hands come up to the ceiling, palms face each other, and then they open out onto the mat. And from here, pick that left hip up, float your knees over to the right. Shoulders are quiet on the mat. Use the left side of your waist, pull it back to center. And pick that right hip up, float it over to the left, and that right side of your waist pulls it back to center. And float over to the right and pull it back to center. You should be enjoying a nice twist right through your spine. As your shoulder is quiet, both shoulders are quiet, and just using the sides of your waist to really pull that knee back to center. One more time, taking it to the left and pull it back to center. From here, I want you to take that ball, put it right between your ankles. And from here, head, neck, and chest lifts up off the mat. From here, look over your right shoulder, look over your left shoulder, come back to the middle. And from here, arms and legs go in opposite directions, go long, and bring it right back in. And reach, and bring it in. And reach, and reach. Really get the energy through your fingers, through your toes, and pull it back in. Get that length in your body. And 3 more. And 2. One more time. Hold it here. Grab that ball. Bring your knees all the way together. Put the ball right in front of your knees. And then I'm going to have you hold your ball and with your knees and your elbows. My hands are wrapping around my head to give it a little bit of support. From here, extend your right leg out. Open that left elbow up. And I want you to push on that ball so that it really feels like you're trying to get your elbow and your knee to touch through that ball. And then switch. And switch. And switch. And think nice thoughts as you're doing this in case you want to hurl something negative at me. I mean, you can. I'll ignore it. You're getting stronger. Let's do 4 more. And 3. And 2. Get those long legs out there. Come back to the center. Head comes down. Grab the ball. Feet come back down onto the mat. Knees are bent. I want you to pick your hips up and bring that ball right underneath your lower back and your hips. From here, arms are going to come down by your side. Find that energy in your triceps pressing into the ground. Right leg's going to come up to tabletop, and left leg comes up to tabletop. From here, I want you to hinge at your hips, tap that right toe down, and bring it right back up. And left toe taps. Good. And right. And left. And now this time I'm going to have you cross your right leg over to the left side of the mat and bring it right back up. And the left crosses over and taps on the right side of the mat and bring it right back up. So we're getting a little cross pattern in our body here, cross in the midline. I always feel like a little spider or something like that, just my long legs reaching all over the place in different directions. I don't know if my legs are considered long, but they're just right for me, so they're my long legs. And tap, and tap. And one more time, left. Coming up, hold, right foot goes down to the mat, left foot goes down to the mat. Pick your hips up and articulate down, taking your time. And from here, take that ball, you're gonna roll it right underneath to your right foot. And I want it right under, it's under my ankle. And I want you to really press into that ball. So you almost get an opening feeling in the right side of your hip flexor there. Left leg is gonna come up to tabletop. If you are happy here, stay here with your knee bent. If you're a bendy person, extend your legs up and flex your foot. Ooh, I feel a little tight today. Anywho, either way, no matter where your leg and your knee is, either straight or bent, hips get to stay nice and still. And I'm gonna cross my midline with that leg and bring it down and around and up and hold. And cross and bring it around. And cross and bring it around. Let your breath help you. Inhale takes it around once, and exhale takes it around again. And inhale, and exhale. One more time. Inhale, and exhale. Hold it up at the top. Bend that leg into tabletop. Interlace your hands behind your head. Head, neck, and chest lifts up off the mat. Make sure that head is heavy. Kind of gaze longingly at the ceiling. How about that? From here, I want you to lighten the indentation that your right foot has on that ball. And I want you to roll that ball in and roll it right back out. And roll it in and back out. Once you got that going for you, let's add that left leg. As the ball rolls in, that left leg reaches out long. And in and out it goes. And stay lifted. And reach. And reach. Two more. One more time. Hold it right here. Extend that leg up to the ceiling. Give me little tiny circles like your toe is being hung from the ceiling with fishing line. And then switch directions. Keep breathing, by the way. Hold, bend that knee, head comes down. Grab a hold of that left knee with your right hand and cross it over your body. My foot has just gently rolled off the ball. You can let your foot go where it goes, that right foot. And inhale. Really exhale deep into this stretch. Let your spine just melt into this twist. On the next exhale, pull that leg back to center. Nice and easy, take your time. And let's get ourselves set up to do the other side. So I'm gonna roll that ball over to my left ankle. Press into that ball as hard as you can. Find that opening feeling in your hip flexor. Arms come back down by your side. They're pressing into the mat too, helping. And then float that right leg up to tabletop. Again, you get to choose your own adventure. If you're happy here with a bent knee, please stay. And if you're a bendy person, extend that leg up. Flex your foot no matter where you are. Hips stay still. Cross your midline with that leg and bring it down and around and hold. And I'm reaching my leg way up to the ceiling. I'm imagining a little space in between the top of my leg, my femur, and my hip socket. So that leg can just be happily moving around in there. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. And let's switch directions. Take it out to the side and bring it down, around, and up and hold. And out and bring it around. And out. And out. One more time, inhale. One more time, exhale. Hold it at the top. Bend that leg into tabletop. Interlace your hands behind your head, and from here, head, neck, and chest lifts up off the mat. Lighten the weight that you have on that left foot on the ball, and roll that ball in, and roll it out. Just barely controlling it. And then let's add that right leg. As the ball rolls in, that right leg extends and reverse and reach and reach. Right now, my gaze is looking at where the ceiling and the wall come together. So make sure you have a little space between your chin and your chest. If you want to double check that you're not yanking on your head, drop your neck back a little bit. Lift up again right around your bra line. Let's do two more. Reach. And one more time, out and hold it there. Head comes down, grab a hold of that right knee with your left hand. My left leg is falling gently off the ball on the side. Cross that knee over your body. Reach that right arm out and exhale into that twist. On the next exhale, pull it back to center. My ball's kind of down there by my feet, so we're just gonna keep it there. I'm gonna put it right in between my ankles and my feet. And I want you to have a good amount of energy there, really activating those inner thighs. Hands come up to the ceiling, palms face each other. Press those shoulders towards your hips. And from here, inhale, head, neck, and chest lifts up off the mat. Exhale, rolls it all the way up. Whoo, daddy. And hold, and roll it right back and down. Your feet might want to have a little tendency to cup around that ball, which means your little toes are going to want to kind of go like this. Make sure those little toes are pulling back so that you look at your foot, they should look like they're flat. You can see all your toes equally. All your little piggies. And taking it down. One more time, inhale, head, neck, and chest lifts up, and we're gonna hold it right at the top. From here, take that ball. I want you to shimmy around just a little bit so you can sit back behind your tailbone, and I want you to hold the ball right in between your calves and your thighs. From here, the backs of your legs. You're balancing right on your tailbone. You get to hold onto that ball. Look into your belly button. You're gonna roll back, staying off your neck and shoulders, and come right back to this position. Take it back and bring it up and hold. Oop, too much for me. And take it back and bring it up and hold. And take it back. Lots of ab work to stay in this nice little ball position, nice little C curve, rounded back. Let's do 2 more. One more time. Hold right there. Take that ball out. I'm gonna have you go onto your side. I'm going on my left side to start, and I'm gonna put the ball right in between my ankles again. I'm gonna lie on my bicep like it's a little pillow, and my feet are ever so slightly in front of me, so I'm in a little bit of a banana shape. My hips are stacked, and I want both feet flexed. You can have your right hand in front for a little kickstand support. I don't want any white knuckles though. If you don't need that support, that hand can come right up onto your thigh. And from here, those legs lift up and lower down. And they lift. And they lift. Abs are nice and tight, moving from your obliques. And lift. And lift. And lift. I feel like my arm needs to be out straight. That's where I'm going. And lift. Woo! Got a little wiggly on that one. And lift and hold. From here, point those toes. And flex. And point. And flex. And point. And flex. Hold the point. From here, top right arm comes up to the ceiling. Right here, and it comes over your head. Find that length. And from here, with control, nice and steady, roll right onto your belly. From here, I have my hip bones and my pubic bone pressed into the mat. And that ball is just hovering off the floor. I'm gonna hover my arms here and just flutter kick those arms. Flutter kick the arms. Is that flutter kicking when it's with your arms? I don't know. Doing a little swim, arms only. And inhale, and exhale. And going for length instead of height. Inhale, and exhale. One more time, inhale, and exhale, lower all the way down. From here, push yourself up onto your hands and knees. Kind of wiggling around with that ball on my ankles. Do the best you can. From here, hands are right underneath my shoulders. Knees are right underneath my hips. And I want you to tuck your tail. And then uncurl. And tuck your tail. And uncurl. Exhale as you look into your belly button. And inhale as you extend. One more time. Tuck. And uncurl. And come back to the middle. Just so I can stay facing you, I'm going to make my way around and just flip over to my right side. The ball's going to go right in between my ankles. Once again, my feet are a little farther forward on the mat. My back is lined up to the back of the mat. My right hand is extended above my head. and I'm lying on my bicep like it's a little pillow. From here, figure out if you want your little kickstand with no white knuckles or your hand on your thigh. I don't know where I'm gonna be at today. I feel a little bit shaky and wobbly. We're gonna start here. If I need a kickstand, I'm adding it. From here, lift those legs up and lower right back down. And lift and lower it down. And lift and really reach long right out of your waist, right out of your hips, and lower down. Trying to get the most out of what you got. Going for length instead of height. So even think about where your head is. Really reach it long in one direction. And your feet should be reaching long in the other direction. And lift. And lower. And lift. One more time. Lift and hold. And I want you to point and flex. And point and flex. And point, and flex, and point, and flex. One more time, point, bring that arm up to the ceiling, keeping balanced again, finding that length. Imagine somebody's holding your head, pulling your head in one direction, your toes are long and energetic in the other direction, arms come over your head, and roll right onto your belly. From here, I'm gonna actually have you come up to your elbows. Elbows are right underneath your shoulders. And I want you to lift up nice and high. And from here, my hands are separated. Right arm reaches over your head and lower right back down. And left arm reaches and bring it right back down. And right arm reaches. And I'm trying to do my best to stay right in that midline. So I'm not sinking into the supporting shoulder and then coming off it. I'm trying to use my torso and my powerhouse, my abs, to stay right in the middle. Let's do one more time right, one more time left, and lower all the way down. I'm gonna place my hands right underneath my shoulders, push myself up onto my hands and knees. I'm gonna slowly make my way back onto my rear, grab this ball, and from here, I'm gonna sit with my legs about yay-woo bent, and I'm gonna put the ball right behind my lower back, and I want you to lean back on that ball. From here, palms are gonna be up to the ceiling, arms are out in front of you, and from here, I want you to just pull your belly button right into that ball and hold it. And then release, and pull that belly button back, and release, and pull. And we're gonna speed it up just a little bit. Pulse, and pulse, and pulse, and pulse, and pull, and pull, and pull, and pull. And keep that little pulse going. That belly button's pulling back into that ball. Angle it over to the right. Get your obliques a little bit as you angle this way. And keep breathing, of course. Come through the center, over to the left, little pulses, keep pulsing. And from here, come back to the middle. Make sure your chest and shoulders are still open. Soften your elbows. You can grip your little fists a little bit, nothing too tight, but just a little bit. Knees are gonna stay still, hips are gonna stay still. You're rotating right around your waist. And just twist, and twist. And go to your happy place if you need to. You could curse me if you want to. I won't listen, or I'll pretend not to hear. How about that? And twist, and twist, and twist. And 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. And hold carefully. Let yourself go over the top of the ball. I'm gonna move my feet in just a little bit and let your tailbone reach over the top of that ball. I want you to find your inner spaghetti noodle for your spine right now as it just gets opened up. This will help release your lower back. If it's a little bit too much for you, you can tuck your hips and sink back down. Add a little movement to it. Do what works for you. We're just gonna stay here for one more breath. Inhale. On the exhale, I want you to roll to one side or the other. Take that ball out from the middle of your back and come back, and your back should feel nice and released. From here, you can put the ball down, hold on to it, whatever you want. I just want you to have a nice good inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Thank you so much for joining me. If you need another workout, find another one, press play. If you haven't subscribed yet, hit subscribe, and I'll see you for the next one. Thank you.